on inside. It's Jackson. Picks up the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Yeah, and there you go again. Ohio State bringing the ground game. They typically do that, Reese. That's pretty normal for them.
They've built their entire program around it. Archie Griffin, two-time Heisman Trophy winner. You go back to Hopalong Cassidy. I mean, the Buckeyes love to run the ball, no matter how many times they spin the magic beat. Right back to the well. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34. They'll line up for a second down play. Throwing, say it. Oh, they're after him. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play. Sharks circling, crowd getting this defense whipped up on third down. Now here's Sayin. Got his man. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Finds his man in the middle. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
The Buckeyes go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Sayin back to the air. It's complete on the right side. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
The Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Unloads it left. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Again, it's Sayin. Just a little off. Incomplete.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Sayin from the gun on 3rd down. Throws toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
A love the defense's approach on this drive. They didn't panic. They gave up some yards, but what did they do? They forced a third down, a predictable situation, played great discipline, broke on the football, and forced a big interception.
Rebels offense is back on the field. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Running inside. It's Lindsey. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass. And wings it incomplete.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man on the right. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lindsey. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Four receivers set, 2 on each side on 2nd and 8. They give it to him again. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
And the Rebels line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Punt is in the air. Just needs a crack to get a return. He's got great speed. There he goes. Open it up. Boy, did he show it all on that return. The speed, the explosiveness, and took a little momentum with him out of bounds. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking for room, it's Jackson. And tackled there by the defense.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience, bounce that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Saying from the gun on third down. Right on the money. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. After the flag, 1st and 15 for this offense. They'll run the counter. Powers forward but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Saying, working the middle, it's complete. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
A big 3rd down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. Saying, trying to be heard above the noise. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. You really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
On 4th down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. Saying to throw for it on 4th. Complete. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
Nah, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defense
caught, and he was thinking 6, but that D knocks him down at the 2.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Saying back to the air. Trying to get rid of it. Couldn't connect with his man in the end zone, but they're going to back up after this penalty is announced, I believe. And after the defense forces the intentional grounding, it is 3rd and long. Saying from the gun on 3rd down. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And that is no good. So after the missed kick, it's still 3-0.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink when you knock it off the crossbar. Those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed opportunity.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive.
Man-to-man coverage is a great opportunity for scrambling quarterbacks to take off and run because everybody on defense who's covering has their backs turned to the quarterback, obviously, because they're chasing an intended receiver or target. So good job that time by the quarterback knowing I've got man coverage. If it's not open, I can take off and go make something positive happen.
Gets the back moving. The run inside. It's Odom. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Line getting set on second down. Looking to fire. They got him at the 42, but he got 5 yards on the play.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
The Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Off play action. Throws to the tight end. Got a man in the middle. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. And the Rebels racing to the line in the hurry-up. Running inside. It's Lacey. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Right back to the well. He locked up and held on to bring him down. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. On the run, it's Jackson. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
And the Buckeyes have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. He'll run it again. Could be an alley. The 30. At the 20. Touchdown, Ohio State. Rolled his way into the end zone.
Just hand it to him and let him do the work, man. Over 100 yards on the first half. That big, explosive play. That will do it. That will get you almost there. When you get handed off to a guy like this and he can take it the distance, it makes play calling for an offensive guy, it's so much fun. It's easy. Hand it to him, he gone.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll send the back in motion. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half. The referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them. But exactly, get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Well, the play fake on the RPO bought the receiver some time to work himself open on the route. That was a man-to-man coverage on the defense. Nice job by the receiver putting his foot in the ground and separating.
He's got the tight end. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down.
Nice quick throw there, and it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball.
Turning it on. Powers through. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
Kill. 214 close. 214 close.
They'll ride the hot hand, and they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw, time running short in the half. It's complete to the left. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down. He goes right back to the air. Snagged out of the air. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run. Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. This offense can get a jolt of momentum headed to the locker room if they can take the lead here. Big guy smells it, and he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Rebels!
Coaches talk all the time about finishing halves. Man, that is perfect execution down the stretch. Take the lead, take most of the clock, and you get the ball coming out. Way to close this first half. Great execution.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. From inside the 10, here he comes. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He stopped right there. Oh, he might have been a step away from taking that one a long way. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Say it. Got his man downfield. On the move at the 30. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. And this one will be a 40-yard try from the left hash. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. And this one will be a 40-yard try from the left hash. Absolute shank. Missed it. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. That's going to wrap it up here in the first half. Stay tuned. Second half not too far away. We're just about ready to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. Did everything he could to discard the tacklers, but he was just able to get back to where he started.
We've seen this guy have tons of success. He had over 100 yards right before that run, but defense gets the better of him there. Nice job of adjusting up front. Good job being physical by that D-line, too.
The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down. Now here's Sayin. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down.
Well, you get the incompletion there on 3rd down. You've still got a half of football basically to play. Do you trust your defense down 1 possession to get it back to give you a shot? If you don't, then you've got to stay out there and you've got to go for this and you've got to dial up your best play to stay on the field.
Here comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Looking for a crease. It's Lacey. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, "Sit down, sir."
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10.
Ready. Blue 30. Blue 30. Joke.
Back to pass. Fakes to grab. They're now out across the 40, and he's out of bounds at the 42. Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. Motion from the wideout. That pass not close as he got quick-willed trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Gonna field this one in tight quarters. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man to the left. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. One of the great programs in the history of the sport, sort of built on the running game, but these days, Ohio State defined by explosive pass plays.
Yeah, and you can call yourself whatever you want. A lot of people claim different things like wide receiver U, but when you look at Ohio State in the past several years, going back 10 years probably, you could pick so many big names of guys who have been superstars, not only at the college level, but also at the NFL level.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on 3rd down from the 43. Saying from the gun on 3rd down. Flips it out to the back.
That's why as a defense, you feel okay playing man coverage on 3rd down because you know you've got linebackers and you've got players on your defense that can cover these dangerous running backs mano-a-mano. Nice job tackling in the open field.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. It has been a complete uphill struggle for both of these offenses, Jesse.
It sure has. At this point, David, someone's just going to have to step up and make a play. Someone's got to break a tackle, make an incredible catch, and just give some life to this offense.
Whatever you can, whatever it takes. Don't worry about looking pretty. That's out the window. We've already looked really, really ugly. We got to find something that works to put some points on the board.
The Rebels in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The run inside. It's Lacey. All things considered, he's probably lucky to be back to the line of scrimmage. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Looking to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. He's open on the right. He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. And the Rebels in the hurry-up. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down. And more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game. So you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him. He'll make those contested catches.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Rides to the back. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. The Rebels are marching down the field.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a 1st down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
Running inside, it's Lindsey. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Hauls it in. Picked up about 6. They're looking at 3rd and 4. A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going.
Ready. 2:22.
From the gun, wants to pass. Shoots it to the left. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover one, man coverage. And did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage. You jam them. And it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process. And that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, all right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Sayin to throw. They're working that left side. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down.
Well, it's a great job by the receiver fighting back across the DB there to get to the inside, locate the ball, and catch the slant.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Play fake, Sayin. Looking down the middle. Hauls it in. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. On the ground with the counter. Across the 35. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The run inside. It's Jackson. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Gonna run it. It's Jackson. Fights off a defender. Oh, the ball popped out. That's a way to mess up a drive. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Offensive players, when they got the ball in their hand, they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss. There's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's chest and causing a fumble.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. So this hasn't been the most prolific day for them, but boy, would they love to take advantage of getting that turnover right here. It's these little moments like that that can help an offense as he gets it up to the 16-yard line.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Sends it back in motion. Here's a quick throw out to the left. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Listen, if I'm a QB, second down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable third down. But when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
Chance to build a little momentum here by converting this third down from deep in your own territory. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped. And the Rebels moving quickly to the line.
And they found the big fella again, and they found him early and often today. They featured him here in the fourth quarter. Still time left in this football game. I imagine he's going to still continue to get the football thrown his way.
Running inside. It's Lindsey.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to take a shot. He's got it way down the field. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Ole Miss. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That number 1 beside your name is a heavy burden, and when you're behind late, the weight of the world is... And the sack all the way back at the 5.
Defensively, you got them backed up. There's 2 options that they're going to do. They're going to run the football and be conservative, or they're going to try to take shots down the field. They tried to take a shot. Defense was ready. Nice pass rush. Way to get to the QB and get after that sucker.
The Buckeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Throwing, saying. Pulls it in. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play.
Look, it's a nice game, but I don't know if it's worth the seconds they're losing on the game clock. In this type of situation, you got to be throwing at least to the first down markers, or you got to be throwing to the sidelines to get out of bounds.
A big third down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. Saying, trying to be heard above the noise. He's going to let it go. Got it down the field. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. And the Buckeyes want to move quickly. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Again, it's Saying. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. Smashes ahead. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. The Buckeyes look to keep this drive humming.
Man, that is just what this defense did not need. Late in the football game, up by a couple of scores, you just can't give up the big play. And listen, that was a contested catch, but we got to get guys on the ground. Can't give up explosive. Let that clock tick and preserve the lead.
The Buckeyes will have it 1st and 10. Here's Julian Saying to throw. Deep shot for the end zone. That one falls out of bounds, incomplete.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it. But you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback. And again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
Looking downfield, it's Saying. Bringing the heat. Got rid of it just in time.
Well, they're not able to hook up on that throw, but they need to score now. This juncture of the game, this late in the game, they need a touchdown, they need an onside kick recovered, and they need to score again if they're going to win. The sense of urgency is just off the charts.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. Saying from the gun on 3rd down. Quick completion on the out route. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Saying. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they take it in for 6 more points. The Buckeyes with an answer.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lacey. Timeout signal forward by the Buckeyes. That's their first. And now what will they come up with on this second down play?
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense. They're allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Shakes off the defender. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing, you need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. On the move, it's Lacey. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
And the quarterback takes a knee. Timeout called by the defense, and 15 seconds to go in this one. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long.
Ready. Hey, kill it.
The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play. It'll be 3rd and long. On the draw, it's Lacey. Tackle is made at the 38, and let's see just how daring they'll be on 4th down. The defense uses a timeout, and we are down to 11 seconds left to play. The Rebels will line up to punt it away. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. And the returner goes down. This will be the last play of the game and the last chance they have maybe to win it at the gun. Here comes the heat. Falls incomplete. They fought to the final whistle, but that's going to do it. What a game. We had a furious fight all the way to the final ticks, and that one is going to be remembered forever.
And I think when you're the #1 team in the country, you're coming in expecting to win. You're the favorites. Everybody's talking about you. You have all the momentum. You're the loved college football team in all of the land. To come in today, they played a competitive game, Jesse, but that's an inferior opponent they just lost to.
That's true. They've got to be more consistent moving forward as the #1 team. And we saw flashes today of why they were the #1 ranked team. We know they've got talent, but you've got to start fast. You can't shoot.
Welcome to Vaught Hemingway Stadium in Oxford, Mississippi. A top 10 showdown today on EA Sports College Football. It's the Ohio State Buckeyes and the Ole Miss Rebels. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Checking in with Ohio State's head coach before the game, he said this is a crucial game on the road against a quality opponent. It means so much. Not only the college football playoff rankings, strength of schedule, and everything that goes into a matchup like this. This is the biggest challenge so far in their season. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. And the Buckeyes ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Off the play fake on first down. Finds his man. It's Haas. Ridden out of bounds at the 45, a big play for this offense. And the Rebels want to pick up the tempo.
And I love it. First play of the game, they're trusting their quarterback to take a shot. He got the coverage he wanted. He found his one-on-one matchup, and his guy made a play. You cannot start better than that, fellas.
The run inside. It's Lacey. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
Ready. Kill. 2-14 close. 2-14 close.
Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. That's caught. It's Alexander. The stiff arm, and now he's got room. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs.
139 Albatross. 139 Albatross.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Grab ball. And it's a fumble on the play.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but you're not going to come away with any points if you turn it over. And they've got to do a better job of ball security. Very, very lucky that ball went out of bounds.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity.
Here we go. Ready. Red 18. Red 18.
Running inside. It's Lacey. Got enough space. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels.
And they talked about it this week with us. They talked about wanting to start this football game fast. Nothing like taking the opening possession, using your script to your advantage, and then getting closer and exerting your physicality, running the football in, off to a hot start for this offense.
And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
Say it. The sure hands, it's Jackson. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. And so you got a guy who makes a play downfield like that. How anxious do you think they're going to be to continue in man coverage?
Yeah, I don't know, Reese. They're going to need a plan. They're going to maybe want to think about more zone coverage or maybe even bracketing this running back if he decides to come out of the backfield, because right now they don't seem to have an answer for him.
Didn't get a whole lot of room to run. He picked up one or two.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Here's Sayin to throw. Makes the grab. No chance to run, but still a good gain.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on third down. Now here's Sayin. He makes the grab. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? He's got it again. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
In the dead center of the field as they try to convert this third and short. Throwing, Sayin. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
I like that play call there. Third and short, QB goes under center. You got the back in the backfield, and everybody's thinking it's going to be a run play. Instead, you throw the football when the defense isn't expecting it to keep your offense on the field.
Julian with the play fake. Finds his big tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. That's why the good Lord invented tight ends, isn't it, David? Get a good pickup on first down, open up the entire playbook.
And it just makes life so easy on quarterbacks. I mean, you got these guys that are so gifted athletically that you can do everything with them. They're like overgrown wide receivers, and now understanding zones and how to attack them. It's just unbelievable when you got these kind of big athletes.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
You just want to find a way to affect the QB, and the defense does a great job getting to the quarterback, hitting him as he throws the football. Not only does it make that throw bad, in the future now, the quarterback's taking a few hits, makes him a little bit more unsure of himself.
Seeing on the play action. Looking for an open area to his left. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33.
It's just so frustrating on the defense. I mean, you got great initial coverage. You understand third and short, the ball might come out fast, and then what does the quarterback do? Scrambles around, buys time, gets the first down pretty easily. Now you got a new fresh set of downs and a new fresh set of problems.
The Buckeyes getting set on 1st and 10. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Nice job by the pass rush. They know if they can get to this QB, they can hit him and force these incompletions.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Here's Julian saying to throw. Dances away to buy time. Had to get rid of it quickly.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, you've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
They were really starting to put a drive together. After a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. The give, it's Jackson. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. This field goal attempt is going to be an even 50-yarder. That is no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. The run inside. It's Lacey. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Nice job by the defense, seeing the run, pulling the trigger, getting downhill, and stopping the running back for no gain.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
And that is the beautiful thing about zone coverage. Everybody's eyes are on the quarterback, and they're supposed to break on the football. They see the slant, they break on it, get a hand on it. Nice job by this defense with vision on the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Fires quickly. He gets it up to the 37-yard line, and let's see if they're willing to gamble on 4th down.
Well, on that 3rd down play, they're just trying to get it to him quickly to see if he can do something with it after they catch. But this is a defense that takes pride in their ability to tackle in the open field. That was a fantastic job of rallying to the ball carrier inbounds and getting him down, now setting up 4th.
Hauls it in at the 25. And he steps out of bounds, and that's going to do it for the 1st quarter. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Say it. Pocket breaking down. It's complete to the right. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Running inside, it's Jackson. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. To the air, it's Sayin. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Sayin from the gun on 3rd down. Plucks it out of the air. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. The Buckeyes line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He's not going to get there, and they'll turn it over on downs. The fake doesn't work.
And obviously you're trying to catch him off guard, but it didn't work. I'm not a fan of fake punts. I'd rather put my offense on the field than guys that do this for a living all the time and are really good at it, but tried the sneak attack, and it did not work.
Looking left. Wide open downfield. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. And the Rebels headed quickly to the line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lacey. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough, and there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Complete. Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
The Rebels are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play uptight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And the offense, man, he couldn't find anybody open. Like, somebody's got to create some separation, or what do? How about I throw a jump ball to one of my big receivers out wide that can go up and dunk on somebody's head and catch the football? Maybe find my big playmakers and try to force them the ball down here in the red zone.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. Pulls and fires complete, and they swarm him under.
Defense came into this one prepared for these quick receiver screen passes. Nice job beating blocks at the point of attack and rallying to the football.
And that last one might have helped the completion percentage, but it didn't go forward. 2nd and 10 here. Say it. Makes the grab. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
A big 3rd down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. Finds the tight end. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. They get the conversion there. He used his size and nice moves to get past the chain.
And I like that. 3rd and short. Find the big fella, the soft hands, make a quick little move, make the completion, get the first down.
Saying back to the air. Got his man. Getting closer and closer to midfield. Out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 47. And the Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. Here's Sayin to throw. Tight end finds a soft spot. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open. Quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover.
Might have a chance. Spins away from the defender. 10. Touchdown, Buckeyes. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And I'm kind of surprised. That's his first rush of the football game, and they give him the football, and you see why this dude is a baller. Like, give him the ball, he can make people miss, and he can hit home runs, put points on the scoreboard really quickly. Jesse, one touch, one touchdown.
Yeah, and I think the offensive coordinator now is kind of hoping he probably scripted this game a little bit differently. He should have done it on the first drive. They didn't give him any touches, but he's now earned a lot more carries. You're going to see this guy get force-fed now the rest of the game after that run.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. The run inside. It's Lacey. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Firing to the right, complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. He lets it fly. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Throwing, say it. He's got the back in the middle. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield, and he's got some speed and wheels himself to run with him. And, yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
Back to throw, it's Sayin. He's got him. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Last completion moves the sticks in, and let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On 2nd and 10, a 4 wideout set, trips right. Again, it's Sayin. It's caught. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. It's a 1st down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo.
Man, a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers, and you saw it there on the incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Sayin back to the air. Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the left. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Buckeyes with the 1st and 10. They'll go play action with Sayin. Slings it downfield. Makes the catch. Makes the catch with defenders everywhere. And now the defense backed up with a 1st and goal from the 5.
Play action does so many things. When you run the football and have success, it slows everybody down. Not just the linebackers and the safeties and make them come up, but the defensive line. They're thinking run as well, slows down the pass rush, gives me a little bit more time to develop routes and make it really easy on my quarterback.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Again, it's Sayin. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what, you can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Now we got a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Motion from the back. Saying back to the air. Looking to the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
Man, I like the response by this defense. They've given up some yards, gotten all the way down here near the goal line, but 2 straight plays, 2 straight incompletions, now forcing a 3rd down. They'll be happy to get at this drive with just 3 points.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. They'll run it on 3rd and goal. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. And as a holder picks his spot, it'll be a 25-yard attempt. It's good. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And he's not going to take the touchback. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
This one's complete. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there.
Complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
The Land Sharks circling, crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down. A designed run for the quarterback. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot. And these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Makes the grab on the left. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Fires left. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
And we talk to teams week after week and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him, but, man, he had an opportunity to catch that one.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Sayin. The sweet feet buy a little time. This time it's complete, and they're able to get him down.
And obviously that linebacker is getting up with a little bit of juice, a little pep in his step. That was a great lick. Nice job seeing the ball thrown, breaking on it, and really delivering a good blow. But how about the credit to the receiver? Holding on to the football when you're getting hit by a big linebacker in college football, that's a big-time play.
They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Again, it's Sayin. Throws to the wideout. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Sayin. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
Man, it's players over plays, isn't it? Like, find your guys, find your matchups. They keep finding him on this drive, and he keeps delivering. That's a really good job by the play caller. Don't try to get tricky. Don't try to outsmart yourself. Your guy is better than his guys.
And the Buckeyes trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Working that left side now. Touchdown, Ohio State. And that one will give them the lead.
And listen, my job is to get it to my playmakers like this guy on the outside. He'll do the rest. He'll get in the end zone. Nice catch. Way to finish it with a touchdown.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They'll go to work trailing 17-10 and hoping to put together a productive drive. Running inside, it's Lacey. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Quick release by the QB. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
Quickly out to the tight end. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
It has not been a banner performance so far by this offense. Here in the second half, they need more plays like that. That's a good sign, but you got to be able to put those plays back to back now. Really nice job early in the drive coming up with a big one in your own end. But now you've got to be able to string some of those along now and score some more points.
And that's a good sign for this offense, maybe finishing this football game. Maybe they can get that ground game going. They've tried. They just haven't had a lot of success. Made them very one-dimensional. Nice to see them run the football with some efficiency later in this game.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. The screen, he's got wheels. And he uses the stiff arm to push his way past the sticks and pick up the first down. And the Rebels will hustle to the line.
And on defense, you make the tackle after the catch for a first down. Now you got to go get lined up again because the offense is going fast.
886 bouncer. 886 bouncer.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lacey. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. He'll be stopped short. It'll be 4th down, and let's see what the decision is here.
Well, the defense got the stop there on 3rd and 1. Let's see if they can do it again here on 4th and inches, David.
I just got to find a way to fall forward, be physical. We work on this all week. You know you're going for it on 4th down.
And the O will stay out there and go for it on 4th and inches. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Got out of trouble and throws. Touchdown, Rebels. The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
And he puts through the extra point. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Here's Sayin to throw. It's complete to the left. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Looking for a man. It's Sayin. Zings it complete to the right. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
Well, they execute the in route. Now, how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking downfield on first down. Takes the easy completion. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the fourth. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Defense looks as if it's coming. The give on the option. And he stopped right there, no gain on the play.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing, Sayin. Rushes on him. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. The pressure was rising, drama just encapsulating this entire stadium, and the defense comes up with that pick.
Yeah, so in the quarterback, he's got to be able to handle this situation. Obviously, everything gets elevated. Everything has to happen a split second sooner. You feel the crowd noise. You can feel the energy, but you've got to keep your poise. And you just wonder in this juncture of the game if the quarterback's starting to lose his cool.
Yeah, a nice job by the defense understanding who their go-to guy is. That's the guy they want to feature. That's the guy they want to feed with good reason. He's a great player, but a great job by the defense taking away that primary read, making sure they don't make a big play.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. This time it's complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And on the slant route, I love the location of the throw by the quarterback. He's not making it difficult on his receiver. He's putting the football out in front, hitting his receiver right in the face mask and making it easy for him.
As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. They'll try to get the first through the air. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. Looking for more room. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Buckeye!
And at this juncture of the game, one play is going to make the difference. It's going to be a momentum-changing play. Who's going to come up with it that time, Pollock? It's the pick six to break the tie.
And the defense, you're thinking, get a stop, get a stop. This is late in the fourth quarter. This is how we're going to get a win. Our offense is going to go down the field. No, they get the turnover, they force it, and they get to the end zone to create the massive game-changing play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Rebels offense is back on the field. What a huge play, what a huge mistake that was with that last interception. And now this offense has a chance. Oh, he's got some space. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
To the air on first down. Moving out to the right. He's going to run it. Got the first down. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
Really nice timing. Nice job by the quarterback. He drops back to pass, but how about saving your best for when it matters most late in the ball game? Biggest run of the day in a big moment.
Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They've pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. The run inside. It's Lacey. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, and they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive attack. Come downhill. Go get the running back. Get him on the ground.
The Rebels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
And as an offense, you've got such a special talent playing QB. You've got to do a better job protecting him. If you can let this guy set his feet, he can light this defense up.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Using the quick game. He's knocked down at the 33, and that's short of the line to gain. And let's see what they do on 4th down.
And that's an interesting choice for this offense, and specifically for the quarterback, man. 4th down, throwing the ball underneath the stick. When you're not getting a first down, you got to put that ball on the money, have your guy with some open space so he can run. Defense was all over that drag route. They broke on the football, no space.
Hauls it in, the first down and more. Oh, no, the ball popped out. This could change things. He recovers the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, in this situation, the only offensive player who can advance the fumble is the guy who dropped it.
That is a nice break for the offense. Man, those are plays that you don't think about down the road, but those are turnovers. If they just bounce a little bit in the direction of the defense, you're so jacked up. You create momentum, juice. It could change the game. That's a great break for the offense.
Gets the back moving. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run him. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And this offense put together a really good drive, man. Like, that was a good drive, but 3rd down in the red zone when the field starts to shrink, they really struggle to try to find a play to get someone open.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. No good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get...
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
And this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, they have the lead. It's the fourth quarter. First down, that's not a running play. That's a passing play. They're really in a rhythm, feeling good about themselves.
Open a drive like that, it opens a world of possibilities. First down from the 43. Running inside, it's Jackson. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this situation here on second down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in a situation that's interesting, do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
Well, you got to give this offense a ton of credit because normally they've got the lead because of this running back. Today, it's actually despite him. They really haven't gotten the production out of him that they expect week in, week out. You got to give the defense credit for that. But other guys on offense have been able to step up enough to make the plays necessary to give them the lead.
Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. A high kick trying to pin them deep. And he loses the football on the return. And they put it on the deck, but it gets out of bounds to avoid the turnover. And sometimes it's better to be lucky than good, and they were lucky that that ball went out of bounds.
Yeah, they sure were. These ball carriers have got to know that this defense, they play with so much aggression, and they're always trying to get extra hats to the football. You have got to protect this thing at all costs. Lucky that ball rolled out of bounds.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And this defense has an opportunity to close this one out, right? Like, it's in the fourth quarter. You got the lead, a few more stops, and it's dub time. So pinning your ears back, rushing the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable is definitely job number 1.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down. It's the 17. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done.
Oh, it's a missed opportunity. You know, the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front, they could not protect him well enough.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, they're trailing in this game late. The defense knows it, so they're playing for pass. 2 plays ago, they get the sack. This time, they force an incompletion. Not a lot the offense can do here to catch them off guard. They're just going to have to make a huge play here on 4th down.
There's the pressure. Blasted as he lets it go. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And that's a play the quarterback would love to have back. Late in the game, trailing by only 1 possession on 4th down, it looked like there was a window to put that football in, to get the catch, keep the drive going. The quarterback has an inaccurate pass. It falls incomplete, and that is probably going to do it.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. They'll go right back to him. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Ole Miss calls its 3rd and final timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. A big 3rd down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. Saying, trying to be heard above the noise. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Man, they just couldn't find a hole. Down in the red zone, the field shrinks. So much harder to complete those passes, but 4th and short. Now, decision time, baby.
And he got it! And that lead grows even bigger.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He'll start this drive going to the air. Under fire. At the 35, he's open. Slides to the ground, picks up the first down, and avoids the hit. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running.
Well, I'll tell you, he picked a good time to have his longest run of the day. Really nice job there, feeling the pressure, buying himself some time, and then taking off and getting north. And just so gifted when he's in the open field. That's going to really give a jolt to his offense.
Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
And a lot of times in football, man, the short memory, we usually talk about the quarterback. But sometimes it's the running back who puts it on the deck. Sometimes it's your playmaker out wide who puts the ball on the deck. But that doesn't mean you abandon him. You come back to him, let him make plays. Nice job making the catch. And I still expect him to be a big part of this football game.
Well, this is huge for this defense because they're playing against a Heisman-caliber quarterback, a guy that can hurt them in a variety of ways. They better be able to get pressure on him throughout the course of this game. They did right there.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Makes a catch. At the 35, he's loose. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. And the Rebels want to crank the tempo.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Got it! And he was dying to push his way in there, but he's knocked down at the 3. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the 1st down. They'll try to get it off quickly. They want to throw it. Swings it out to his running back. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2. How much fun was that one? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.